Most people think staying broke is only about income, not making enough money, not getting the right opportunities, or simply having bad luck. But the truth is, wealth is often shaped just as much by psychology as it is by finances. The way people think about money, risk, success, spending, and long-term decisions quietly influences their entire financial future. Over time, certain habits and beliefs can either build wealth or keep someone trapped in the same cycle for years. Today we will talk about the psychology of wealth, why most people stay broke forever. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel 10. Most people think being broke is only about income. When people struggle financially, they usually assume the problem is simply not making enough money. So the solution appears obvious: earn more. And while income absolutely matters, money problems are often deeper than numbers alone. Two people can earn similar amounts and still end up in completely different financial situations. One slowly builds stability and wealth, while the other stays trapped in stress and debt for years. The difference is often psychological. Wealth is not only built through income, it is built through behavior, habits, emotional control, and long-term thinking. 9. Most people are trained to think short-term about money. Modern life constantly pushes people towards short-term thinking. Buy now, pay later. Instant delivery. Instant entertainment. Instant gratification everywhere. Because of this, many people start viewing money emotionally instead of strategically. If something feels good right now, it feels worth buying right now. Long-term consequences become invisible because the brain prioritizes immediate comfort. Wealthy people usually think differently. Instead of constantly asking, "What can this money buy today?" they ask, "What can this money become later?" 8. Lifestyle inflation keeps people financially trapped. One of the biggest psychological traps is lifestyle inflation. As income increases, spending increases immediately too. A raise leads to more expenses instead of more savings or investments. People upgrade apartments, cars, subscriptions, clothes, and habits the moment they start earning more. The problem is that financial pressure never truly disappears because expenses grow alongside income. Wealthy people often resist this longer than average people. Instead of instantly upgrading their lifestyle, they allow income growth to create assets and stability first. 7. Emotional spending quietly controls financial decisions. Many people spend money emotionally without realizing it. Stress leads to shopping. Boredom leads to unnecessary purchases. Insecurity leads to status spending. Social comparison leads to overspending just to appear successful. Money becomes a tool for emotional relief instead of long-term growth. The problem is that emotional rewards are temporary, but financial consequences are long-lasting. Wealthy individuals are not emotionless, but they usually separate emotional impulses from financial decisions more effectively than most people. 6. Poor financial habits become identity over time. Repeated financial behavior eventually becomes identity. If someone constantly lives paycheck to paycheck, avoids saving, and spends impulsively, that behavior starts feeling normal. Over time, the brain adapts to financial chaos as a standard way of living. This is why changing financial habits feels difficult. It is not only changing actions, it is changing self-perception. Wealthy people often build identities around ownership, patience, discipline, and long-term thinking. Once financial discipline becomes part of identity, better decisions feel more natural and automatic. 5. Most people focus on looking rich instead of becoming stable. A major psychological difference between wealthy people and financially struggling people is where attention goes. Many people spend large amounts of money trying to appear successful. Expensive clothes, cars, gadgets, and lifestyle upgrades create the image of wealth without actually building it. Real wealth is often quieter. Wealthy individuals frequently focus more on ownership, investments, cash flow, and financial flexibility than external appearance. Looking rich and being financially secure are completely different things, but many people confuse the two. 4. Fear keeps people financially dependent. Fear influences financial decisions more than most people realize. Fear of failure prevents investing or starting opportunities. Fear of judgment keeps people trapped in status spending. Fear of losing stability prevents learning new financial skills. At the same time, fear also keeps many people dependent on systems that never truly improve their long-term position. Wealthy people still experience fear, but they usually learn to make decisions despite uncertainty, instead of avoiding every financial risk completely. 3. Most people never learn how money actually works. Another reason people stay financially stuck is lack of financial education. Many people are taught how to work for money, but not how money itself operates. Investing, ownership, compounding, debt management, taxes, leverage, and cash flow are rarely explained deeply in normal education systems. Without this knowledge, people rely entirely on earned income, while wealthy individuals use systems that allow money and assets to grow over time. The gap becomes larger because one group understands financial systems, while the other only understands labor income. 2. Wealth requires delayed gratification. One of the strongest psychological predictors of wealth is delayed gratification. The ability to sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term gain changes financial outcomes dramatically over time. Saving money, investing consistently, building skills, and avoiding unnecessary spending often feel uncomfortable in the short term. But wealthy people understand that temporary restraint creates future freedom. Most people stay trapped financially because they repeatedly prioritize immediate comfort over long-term stability. Small, repeated decisions eventually create completely different lives. 1. The real difference is psychological, not just financial. The deeper truth is that wealth is often more psychological than mathematical. Financial success usually comes from long-term thinking, emotional control, discipline, patience, and understanding systems. Most people stay broke not because they are incapable of earning money, but because their habits, environment, and mindset keep pushing them toward short-term decisions. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.